Welcome back. I wanted to take a few moments in the remaining part of our time together on Focus Today to just kind of give you a Dove ministry update and what's going on here and behind the scenes. We've had a few emails questioning where we are with some of the projects. First of all, I want to say that we have received now the equipment that you helped us purchase in September. It is now in-house, and we are pretty delighted about it. Those watching on the Dove TV will see that we are unpacking it there. This is a major upgrade to our television control room. It is a what they call the TriCaster 8000. I don't need to get real technical with you, but this will help convert our entire television production operation to HD. It'll also give us the capability of doing unbelievable production work. We were very limited in what we had because we started very small, obviously, and have grown, and this is now in the house, and over the next weeks or so will slowly be installed and integrated. If you've ever gone through, say, a computer upgrade or maybe a software upgrade in your business or your home, or perhaps like the medical community's done over the last couple of years, you know that those are big adjustments and a real learning curve. Well, that's kind of where we are now, and getting everything ready to be installed and upgrade and ready to go. So anyway, thank you for that. In the meantime, we've had some other issues that weren't so pleasant. We've come through a season where we've had some really challenging technical problems, and one of which I might add, if you remember about last spring, we asked you to help us in purchasing the equipment to put our radio signal finally into Klamath Falls. Well, all that's taken place, but we have to use 2 tower sites to get into Klamath Falls. And I want to keep this simple without getting too technical. And what happened was that on one of the tower sites, in fact, it is the first tower site in relaying our signal to get into Klamath Falls, come to find out that the tower we're going on, the ground underneath it is now considered part of a federal land monument. Yes, can you believe it? And we have run into a real snag in actually going on a tower that already exists and putting up an antenna. And now we find ourselves embroiled into a fairly extensive negotiation, talking, trying our best to get through the quagmire of that kind of an issue. It's very detailed, very disheartening, and very expensive to kind of plow your way through there. So I ask for your prayers. You helped us with it. The equipment's there. The agreements have been made, and then all of a sudden the government comes in and says you can't put an antenna on that tower. Never giving us that indication when we did our preliminary work. And the interesting thing is there's already a tower there. There's already people, other broadcasters on that tower. They just don't want us going on that tower. So pray for us on that. And that shut the whole operation down. And we can't do anything about it until we work our way through that. So we ask for your prayers. And then the other thing is that we've had a couple of other technical issues that have taken one of our stations along the coast there in Port Orford, and we ran into a technical issue there, and we're trying to get that resolved. I tell you all that to say this. The month of October, our income was off about 9.5%. We run a tight budget, as you know, at the Dove. I mean, I have nothing to hide on that. It's every penny's accounted for. There's no big margins here whatsoever. So when you run into a major technical problem like that, it takes from your operating capital over into an emergency fund to make things work and to fight these technical battles and these challenges. And then you add to that a month where the revenue is down, could be quite significant in our operation. So as we head into this time of the year and everything else, I just ask that you remember the Dove in your support. If you've never supported the Dove, you may want to pray about that. And I mean this wholeheartedly. Do not take from your church. Nope. Your first financial obligation is to your church. And do not take from any other ministry that you're involved in. You may be very passionate about being involved in some other ministry. You stay there and be faithful there. But if the Lord is leading you to be a part of what we're doing here at the Dove, we could certainly use your help right now with the technical challenges that have taken funds to deal with out of our operating funds, and then you add a slow month to that, it can be a little critical. And so we ask for your prayers, we ask for your support, and ask you only to do what the Lord is leading you to do. The Dove, in the meantime, has unbelievable results. I cannot believe what's happening as a result of the programming on radio and television. It has just been remarkable and amazing. We've been averaging a little over 86,000 YouTube downloads a month, not only throughout Southern Oregon, Northern California, up and down the coast, but literally throughout the United States and from around the world. And when you support the Dove, you help make that happen. It seems the crazier that the world becomes, the more people are looking for answers to some very difficult questions. The other thing that we find out is, and it's just part of what God called us to do, it's amazing how God will match the content of a program, both on radio and television, with the person's need at the right time. It could be a counseling show, it could be an apologetic show, it could be one of the teaching programs from Dr. Jeremiah or Charles Stanley or Chuck Swindoll. It could be one of the programs that we do here on Focus Today. It's amazing how God matches the content of the Dove with the person's need at the right time. And that's happening 24/7, 365. So when you partner with the Dove, you help make that happen. We wouldn't be on the air. It's just simple. We would not be on the air if it wasn't for your support. So pray about what the Lord would have you to do. We could certainly use your help. But I also want to say thank you for your faithfulness. Wow, it's just amazing. And thank you for helping us with the vision and the mission. And over the next several weeks, as we incorporate all of this upgraded equipment and we get it working, we'll finish our negotiations for the potential of going into Portland. We're still working behind the scenes to solve the problem with Klamath Falls. By the way, that's only been 22 years in working on that project. And I have to tell you, the Klamath Falls deal, I'll just be real honest with you, as far as I'm concerned, this is a spiritual battle. The whole thing has been a spiritual battle, and it shows up in all these other areas. So pray with us on that issue if you can. But thank you for your faithful support. Supporting the Dove is easy. You can just go to theDove.us, and that website is secure. And we don't share that information. We don't sell it. We don't do anything with it. It's very private. So you can feel totally safe and secure by supporting us online at theDove.us. You can call us anytime. And at 541-776-5368. And when you support the Dove, obviously we send you the word for you today as our way of saying thank you, but also that you not only have radio, television, internet, digital content. We want to put the Word of God in your hands through the word for you today. So thank you for whatever the Lord leads you to do. And thank you for praying for, believing in, and supporting the Dove.
Hi, I'm Paulina and I work at the Dove TV. Did you know that when you support the Dove TV, you have a profound impact, not only in our community, but around the world? It's your continued support that takes the inspiration and hope in the programs we produce and makes them available to the thousands of people who are watching these videos online every week. Help bring encouragement and hope to our valley and beyond by making a secure online donation today at our website, thedove.us.